your name on it. Just put your name on it. That's all I say. Be a man or a woman. Put your name on it.
Shoes now.
Yeah, but you wear shoes now,
Shoes now,
surf
surf
later. Yeah. You can do anything after wearing these shoes.
So if you're just tuning in, we're
Sleep
talking
later.
about Adam Devine shoes.
Yeah, man,
it's
the
a brand
hot-
I've never heard of.
What I like to do is I like to
P448.
and they sent me free shoes, which is very kind of them, but I like to find
White
Instagram
privilege.
shoes and then spend too much money on these shoes that no one has ever heard of.
Well, you
Because
mentioned
I like teenagers to go, what are those?
You know what's funny? My son was we were at like a barbecue in the hood. We were in Linwood.
Yeah,
so
you
it
were.
was a lot of
Yep.
Mexican families. We were with the Mexican families.
Yeah, you were.
My Mexican family, the Cardenas crew and the Ledesmas. ¿Qué pasó, güey?
Love it.
And my son, a kid he grew up with there, I overhear them talking. All they're talking about is clothing. When I was
young kids are into fashion,
Yeah.
which that was not the case when I was a child.
14 years old, you were into pro wrestling, maybe?
At 14,
Learning how to
I was
walk.
basketball. I think I've always kind of been into basketball.
Were you still we'll get to the achy bones and muscles later.
Yeah.
But I want to make sure
Still
everybody
achy.
knows about your cruise coming up because this is
Woohoo! Thank you for
it's a
bringing.
Workaholics cruise.
Yeah, essentially, we can't call it that because then Viacom would come after us. But
Yeah.
that's what we're doing. Who are we kidding? This
Call it
is
Worky,
important.
WORKY, Workaholics.
Workaholics. We should have another show called Workaholics. And we just work in this office, this
Fuck, I'm so out of here. Don't
this
worry about it.
this generic office building
I'm
that
spending a
your
fortune in a
podcast studio
in my house. Just so I don't have to come
and there's
here.
just like a dentist office down the hall or something. There's
Yeah.
just like a lot of nice ladies waiting to get their teeth worked on.
Thailand dentist.
But yeah, it's for our podcast. This is important. It is our podcast that I do with the Workaholics guys, and we're doing like a big ass cruise.
Yeah, the amount of comedians you have. Thanks for the invite, by the way. The amount of comedians you have.
Well, you
on
stopped
this-
doing stand up, didn't you? Stop basically.
No, I still do it. I just don't want to travel to do it.
Oh well, that's literally the definition of what we're doing. It's
Yeah, I know. And so you and the boys, our friend Adam Ray.
that's right.
Is he going to be Adam Ray? Is he going to be fucking Josh? Is he going to be Phil? Is he
Dr.
gonna be-
Phil, is he going to be, who knows what character he's going to do on there. But yeah, I think he's Adam Ray for now because Dr. Phil is,
Money.
yeah, whoo, that boy makes some money as Dr. Phil. Dirt
More
cheap
than
as
Dr.
Adam.
Phil.
Dirt
No,
cheap
it's
as Adam Ray. But
Yeah, Adam Ray you can afford, but I
Yeah,
don't think he makes
no.
that. He must make a lot of money just because of the overhead. When we did it in Reno, I saw
Yeah,
you last.
that's
it
right.
was me, you, Johnny Knoxville, and Joe DeRosa.
that's right.
So that's 4 first class. I'm assuming you flew your first class.
He did.
4 hotels, 4. Just it's a lot of overhead.
It was a big theater though. It was
And he
like
paid us all.
3,000. Yeah.
He paid you $10,000 also.
20. No. Like hardly anything. In fact, I was like, this
Didn't even cover my rent. So Dr. Phil, I wonder what his next one's gonna be. Adam Ray.
He's dusting off all kinds of fun characters. He right now he's like some Bruce
there's
Robbins, which I
looks
think
like
is like a Tim Robbins sort of.
Yeah, but it's got that like he's obviously gay, married,
Yeah.
TLC show dad of 6.
I like that he's doing it. It's fun. I think
everything he
it's-
does.
Yeah. It's a really fun way to comedy's ever evolving, Jay. And I think
Explain,
you
how
know
do you mean
that.
by that?
Well, it's but I do like that he's like having these characters and then being able to build these big shows. This is just an Adam Ray podcast. I love it.
Yeah.
2 guys on that cruise. I can think of no one I'd want to be lost at sea with less than Bobby Lee and Nick Swartzen. The 2 guys, like if you're on a poop cruise,
Oh, dude.
the 2 guys like, oh my God. But Adam Ray in my corner, you seem a
That's
little
great.
panicky.
I'm not panicky.
You're all right. Maybe it's just a character from Workaholics.
Yeah, that guy's a little high strung. I'm pretty chill, dude.
Who else is on this cruise?
It's Annie Lederman.
She seems cool.
Yeah, she's cool. Sam J, you know Sam J? She's
Yeah.
very funny.
I don't want her to bully me for my food rations if it turns into like end of days in the
Yeah,
middle of the ocean.
she'd snatch your food for
Yeah.
sure. Beth Stelling, super
I
funny.
love Beth.
Brooks Wheelan, Brent
Okay.
Morin.
Brooks is a wrestler from Iowa.
Uh-huh.
So I got Brooks in my foxhole. I definitely have Adam Ray in my foxhole. You just earned your way in, and I guess we do. We're gonna have to send Sam J out on missions to get like commandeer things for us.
Maybe this is our next movie. Is just a poop cruise happens during our tour or during our cruise, and that's the movie. And
I would love to be a part of the LA portion of the filming of that movie.
Yeah. You don't leave LA anymore. This is
it's
sort of
bad, dude. I've started getting absolute panic. It's a real phobia about flying, where when I think about flying, I was doing work this morning with a guy and we were talking about flying, and I immediately had to shit, but I had to finish the work. I had to prepare for this and then come here, and I got here and I just had to go to the bathroom and shit.
Yeah.
Like nervous shit, like about to buy Coke, take a dump.
Well, I shit a lot too, so. And I don't think it's nervous shit.
No, mine's nervous.
Oh, really?
Yeah, that's the panic, is I have to sprint because my inside's got to be on my outsides, and I have to just shit.
Are you a nervous, high-strung guy usually?
What would your answer to that be?
I'd say medium strong.
I don't think I'm really strong.
I don't think you're super low key, but you're not.
Well, I'm
you're not
fired up about life.
Yeah.
It's just
that's what it is.
Specifically about flying, it's turned into an actual phobia. Like, I got a trauma therapist. I'm doing.
Oh, bummer. I'm going to a therapist. My first time ever. I just started.
Good.
Yeah, it's my first. I didn't even know. I was always like pussy when it come to people in therapy, unless they had real problems. Then I'm like, good for you. But
I like how you put your hand to your mouth each time.
Good for you. Like, pussy. Good for you. And so I've been having these like. I don't know. I've talked about this on other podcasts. You're like, shut up. Give me that new stuff. Let's talk Buddy Hackett. But that new stuff. But I started to get a few years ago. I was getting spasms all over my body, and I was like locking up, and my like psoas muscles were so tight I couldn't drive a car. Psoas.
That's the V.
Yeah, that's the deep
guy,
V,
the hot guy V.
Hot guy, deep V muscles.
Brad Pitt and Snatch V.
They were locking up. I got 2 surgeries thinking that would help on my hips. I couldn't drive a car. I couldn't walk on my hips.
You realize you're saying that with a B?
Hips.
You said Hibbs twice. Didn't he?
Yeah.
Check the tape?
No, I checked it. Run that back. I did not.
No, run it back.
No,
I
run
thought
that
he was
back.
doing a bit for a second.
Yeah,
like,
they're saying Hibbs.
No, I did
That's
not
how
say
they're
Hibbs. No.
Jury? Fucking
Kyle.
pussy.
Yeah.
You need therapy now.
Kyle?
So you're going to therapy because you're
said
locking up? You think it's a nervous...
And then my back, and then the pain was like migratory. And I did Conan O'Brien's podcast, and I would talk a little bit about this. And this guy, a bunch of people have given me this book, The Way Out by Alan Gordon. And Alan Gordon, all of a sudden I get a call from him, and like Andrew Santino had back problems, and he gave me this book, and a few people. And Alan Gordon hit me up. He's like, hey, I think you have this thing. So it's essentially neuroplastic pain, where like your brain gets stuck in this pain loop and you can't get out. And essentially your body can be fully healthy, but your brain is saying that you're in pain, and it's like a trauma that you have to go through. And I've been talking to a therapist about it, and it's actually really, really helping.
I went to an energy healer guy, and he said because I was a premature baby with fetal alcohol syndrome and I got put in an incubator for a month where nobody could touch me, every time I get on the plane, I'm getting back into the incubator and I'm freaking out.
Look at us go.
Wow. And I told him, fucking smoke some more pot, nerd. And I headbutted his face, got in my Camaro with my Eagles jersey, and got out of there. So the Netflix show Fixed is your stand-up. Is that correct?
No.
Netflix. Oh.
No.
What's on Netflix? This is
Fixed,
Important Podcast.
This is Important Podcast. The Fixed movie.
Oh.
It's this guy, Genndy, I'm going to butcher, Tartakovsky.
Brandon Tartakov.
Yeah. He's
Fran
brilliant, dude. This brilliant
He's
animator.
so brilliant, you don't know his name.
Well, it's very Genndy Tartakovsky.
So he's an Indian Polish guy?
No. I don't know what he is, but he's very white. But he
It sounds all right. First name?
Genndy.
That's very Genndy.
Yeah.
Right?
No, I'm offended. As an Indian gentleman, I'm offended.
You would be the sorry.
Yeah. So he did like a Samurai Jack and Hotel Transylvania and all these cool things. And essentially, I play this dog who is getting fixed I find out I'm going to be fixed, and I decide to bail on my family and have like one crazy last night before I get my balls snipped. So
How long was the hair and makeup?
It's an animated movie. It's an animated. Yeah. Although I'm so hard up, I would have done it.
Just this big floppy dog ears.
Yeah. Well, dude, my manager's like, pretty nice review in the Hollywood Reporter, which I hate reading reviews.
Oh.
No, reading reviews because 100% of the time they're dunking on me. They're like, the movie's great. Adam's a piece of shit. And I read it, and yeah, I very rarely do they like me. And it was hilarious.
Do you think that's because you're bad?
Maybe. That's very possible.
Are you just not good at what you do?
That's very possible.
Is it specifically the Hollywood Reporter?
No, it's kind of universal.
board?
Yeah, universal. But also like critics just don't like certain people, me. And
such a sweet guy.
yeah, thank you. I don't get it.
Critics.
Dang critics. But they said I'm perfectly cast as a bulldog who wants to hump everything. So, but my manager's like, great review. And the review for the movie, I'm the lead of the animated movie. And it's very sweet, very raunchy, but very sweet, like a lot of heart. And they still had to dunk on me, dude. That was this morning.
One of the things that never got on the air at SNL was I reviewed the reviewers, and I just would name each guy and tell them like, look at this, he's an idiot. Yeah. I couldn't get anything on. It was just, talk about people that didn't like me. It's like, well, maybe
it was just your way to dunk on them. And
meanwhile, Sandler's up there going, I love my left thumb better than my right one.
Yeah.
Ooh,
yeah. He's another guy the critics don't love. Yeah.
Who cares?
Yeah.
I'd love to be that kind of
I would love
hated.
to have his career. Yeah. And
You should just buy the Hollywood Reporter.
Yeah.
So the show the movie's called Fixed.
That's right.
And is it actually on Netflix, or did I make that up?
No, it's on Netflix.
Okay.
I think like the 18th or something of August.
13th. August 13th.
13th.
And this is important. This is important as the podcast you do with the Workaholics guys.
The Workaholics.
So speaking of this is important in a wife,
Mm-hmm.
because you're married to a smoking hot woman.
Thank you for saying that.
What's important in a wife?
Looks.
I agree.
Hands down.
Straight up. You talking? There's three guys right here with smoking hot wives.
Yeah, you need babes.
You do. Okay, I know you're being funny,
Yeah.
but there's an absolute element of truth to that. You can't be walking.
You have to be attracted to your wife, for
But
sure.
other
Yeah.
people have to be attracted to her too.
Yeah.
She can't be like this. Oh, well, I met her at Coachella. I know she's got a septum piercing and smells like patchouli, but I find her attractive because everybody else is like, ugh.
Yeah,
What's up with
but
that?
there's
That is
a
not fun.
whole swath of. Well, also, men are just horny dogs.
Yeah.
You could just look like a human blimp, and some guys, a group of men, will be like, "There she is."
Human blimp? Yeah, black guys.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
That's how women know they're gaining weight, when they start getting whistled at by brothers. Joe, you had a question for Adam about the
me with
Workaholics
it.
movie?
Hit me
Yeah,
with
the
it.
Workaholics movie was going to happen
Yeah.
for it sounded like it was imminent.
It
then-
The young
was.
Indian man here.
It really was.
Say it in an Indian accent.
As a young Indian man, was that Indian? I don't know what that
I don't know,
was.
you tapped out.
Yeah.
Very very Genndy.
Young Indian man.
Okay.
Was that good? I'm not good.
I don't
want
wanna
to
pile on
I'm not good with
with
voices.
the critics.
The Hollywood Reporter.
I
Is
don't
The
wanna
Hollywood
weighed in-
Reporter
already weighed in on that
think
accent.
piece, a think piece about it. I'm not famous enough for a think piece. It'd be like a small blurb and just Jared
Would
or
just be a
some shit.
tweet.
Yeah. Perez Hilton will dust himself off and write a little think piece about
I
it.
never even was that famous enough to have Perez Hilton draw jizz on my cheek or
Oh
something.
man, that's too bad.
Yeah,
That
well,
sucks.
it was
I
pretty
think you
good.
were. I think you were.
I thought I was.
Yeah. So the Workaholics movie we were 5 weeks out from filming, and we were building sets, and we had hired the cast and crew. They had approved the script. It was crazy. We just kept turning in drafts and never got a note. They were like, I wonder if they just knew all along that they were going to pull the plug, and they were just waiting.
Who's they? Viacom?
But yeah, Viacom and or Paramount Plus executives at that point. And they were like, we love it. Oh my God, this is great. Like, usually there's like hey, for this story, we really feel like these characters and like in the second act, there was none of that. There was no notes. And we're like, we are golden gods. And the budget kept getting a little bigger and a little bigger, but they weren't pushing back. So we're like, okay, this is going to be, and it wasn't like a crazy expensive movie, but you know, it was a healthy budget. And then 5 weeks out, we get a call. It was the worst. It was the worst morning. It was during those LA rains. You know how
March.
LA will just rain
Yes.
for like a month straight.
Yeah.
And you're like, and everyone's like, we need this. But then our roofs can't handle it. So then your house is just leaking. That's what it was like raining. I came down, my kitchen's just raining. Like there's like a big bubble in my kitchen roof. And I'm like, oh, fuck. And then I get a call from my manager saying, hey, I just got a call from Paramount Plus. They don't think the movie, they're canceling the movie because it no longer fits their global agenda, which whatever the fuck that means. And I was like, oh, no.
So, like, have you thought about setting it on a ranch in Montana?
I mean, that's exactly right. And nothing is more global than a ranch in Montana.
A rich family on a ranch.
Yeah.
I'm Kevin Costner. I have a ranch in Montana, and I do not have any emotion in this scene.
Yeah.
We are through the looking glass, people.
That's the trick with being a real
I'm going to
movie
touch
star,
my glasses so you think I might cry.
Uh-huh.
And then eventually throw this whiskey into the fire.
That's how you know I am angry.
I mean, it's brilliant. It's brilliant.
That fire
I have way
doesn't-
too.
it
My
doesn't-
face moves way too much.
It no longer fits our global. Say it again.
It no longer fits our global agenda, which is, by the way, it's a little thing of telephone, and my manager is a total idiot. So, like, it's very, I love the guy, but he's a bonehead. Very much could have been like, it no longer fits our, you know.
Well, let's bring the manager in, see what he says. Who is your manager? Ruben Kincaid?
No.
Who gets the reference?
Mm-mm.
Partridge Family.
No, Isaac Horn. Do you know him? Yeah.
Sounds like a Rams wide receiver from the 90s.
It does. Yeah.
It is.
But
Isaac
he's
Bruce.
great.
Isaac Bruce
He's been
and
my
Joe Horn and
manager.
Isaac Bruce had a baby.
He's been my manager since the very beginning. But yeah. So that's what they said.
So what year was that?
That was just 2 years ago, I think. Yeah.
So, okay. That's, man, what a kick in the nuts. Did you guys immediately call each other and be like, what the?
Well, we were doing a podcast like an hour later. And so I was like, let's save it for the podcast. And then we all got on there and just was like, just venting to each other.
Heart attack.
Yeah. You watching the Billy Joel documentary? Is that
It's incredible.
Yeah.
It's incredible how
It's-
much he starts to look like Jackie Mason.
He really just morphs. You're right, actually. Yeah, I'm watching it
Adam.
too.
You're with friends here.
Yeah,
Relax.
Yeah.
Relax.
I'm relaxed.
Yeah, you little, you know.
Oh, okay.
I fucking love Adam so much. So Adam and I did stand up together, and I didn't realize you were on that show in Ontario.
Yeah, that's
when
right.
there was a huge brawl in Ontario Improv, and so apparently I was having panic attacks then.
What year is this?
2000 and late 2003, 4.
No, this must have been it was right before Workaholics came out, so I want to say 2010, 9 or 10.
Okay, so I was off by 2 years. Anyway,
I'm a math guy. I got to get the numbers right.
Real the Orange Coast College math degree.
Yeah. Go Pirates. Yeah, so we were at that show together.
The Ontario Improv.
I was featuring and also hosting, I think. And so I did like 25 minutes up top. And this is the day before the fight broke out. So this is the first night, the Friday night shows. And you were like, hey, I sometimes get panic attacks. So just you have to watch my shows in case, like, you don't just go back in the green room. You got to watch in case I need to bail. And I'm like, okay.
Ugh.
And I'm like, this guy fucking sucks. But all right. I'm like, all right. I'm trying to eat a goddamn chicken finger in peace. But so I was watching and you were great too, because every show was completely different, which is really fun. But so you were on stage and you bail. You're like, I'll be right back. And then you get off stage and I'm like, oh shit. So I only had like 25 minutes of material and I did it all. And so now I have to go back on stage, and I don't do a lot of crowd work. So now I'm dusting off some like old shitty jokes from my first open mics, and it just did not go well. And it lasted like 10 minutes of me just floundering. And then I'm like, oh, Jay Mohr's back, everybody, Jay Mohr. And then you come back on stage and everything was fine and it went great. But I'm like, oh, fuck. So the next night I'm like,
but let me put a pin in that. That's the genesis of my panic is on a plane is I just got to know I can get out. Like if I know he can come on stage, I can step off stage, and then okay. And then I can go back on stage.
And what happens in that time you're off stage? What are you doing? Just like taking
Probably
deep
took
breaths?
a dump.
Okay.
It's always about voiding it's like a fight or flight where, oh my God, this is it. I got to go fight the dragon so I can't have any dookie in me. Yeah. All right. I just had that little
gotta release the dragon of the dookie. Yeah. So then the next night I'm like, is it going to happen again? I've like gone home and tried to write 10 minutes more of material. And I'm like, I got to just extend these bits a little bit.
How many other comedians did you tell I was a fucking pain in the ass?
No, I don't know.
Just assume I already know.
You were cool. You were cool, like when we were just talking. But it was a little bit that I was like, oh shit, am I gonna have to go back up? Just because I wasn't ready.
It's
like
embarrassing to even hear about.
Well, now it would be fine, you know.
Yeah, probably. I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, no, it would still suck, but
still a letdown.
But so then the next night, he's on stage, and I'm like, am I gonna have to go back up there? All of a sudden, a full-on fight between like firemen and UFC fighters, and these guys are throwing chairs, like putting each other in headlocks, and I'm like, am I gonna have to go back on stage right now? And you stayed in the pocket. That all of a sudden it was like the game slowed down, and you were like calling little play-by-play, like color commentary of the fight. People are getting up and leaving. Some people are cheering. It was bedlam. It was true chaos.
Picture a cartoon brawl in your head, and we're not exaggerating. No. It was
everybody's just in a ball rolling through the room.
And then cops came, tasing people, shooting people with like
tasers and flashlights attached, like on like a CSI episode or on like Criminal Minds, where they come in the dark room and they shot first.
Yes, it was like you see people get shot with the gun and like freeze up and fall over, like hitting their head on table, freaking calamari going flying. It was wild. And it was, I mean, it was true chaos.
At the Ontario Improv, when you're standing on stage, you have your sight line straight ahead is where they turn the corner from the entrance hallway into the showroom. And it's brick, brick, brick. And then there's the sound booth on the left and there's tables on the right. Some little Asian girl, I'm guessing Vietnamese, about 95 pounds, gets up and says to a cop, no. And he goes, I need you to stand over. And before he can get his sentence out, she slaps his hand away. He grabs her by the back of her head and slams her face first into the brick wall. And she just slides down like Bugs Bunny. I've never seen anything that made me harder in my life. Just bad. No, I've never seen that. That was like she slapped his hand and he just went bang. Like she had to have had facial reconstruction surgery. Well, I don't know. You know,
I mean, yeah, it was. And what was funny is,
do we all know the jokes I'm not saying right
yes.
now?
Yeah. Right. As I caught that as we were walking, as the crowd was entering, servers were going like, oh, this is going to be a tough crowd. Just like these guys were ready to fight, and they already were like chirping at each other as they were sitting down.
It was like the weigh-in.
Yeah, it was crazy. And it was like a group of firemen. So these guys are big, tough firemen. And then UFC fighter bros with like the flat brimmed hats and like the all black, like tap out tank tops at night at a comedy show. They did not get dressed up at all.
Redheaded ripped guys with lowered Hondas named Duffy.
Just asking.
You want to roll? You want to roll?
Yeah.
Do you roll? Do you roll?
Do you want to roll?
You want to roll? No, I don't want to roll.
Asking if there's Monster Energy drink. If they could have a Monster and vodka.
Yeah, could I have a Monster and vodka?
They're like, we just have Red Bull. They're like, I don't know if I could do that. My sponsors will kill me.
The Vietnamese lady ate some brick. Instead, you know what she should have eaten, Jay? Some HelloFresh.
Joe, you're a damn genius. I was so engaged in our conversation, I forgot to tell our friends about HelloFresh. This is where they send chef-crafted recipes to your house. Don't fast forward, because I'm telling you, just listen to me real quick.
Yep.
How many times in your life do you read an ad, whatever? I got the HelloFresh delivered to my house, and I made the tilapia tacos. Whew. What did I say before we went on the air, Joe?
You said it was the best meal you've ever had.
Wow.
Absolutely
Seems...
ridiculous. The spicy cabbage on top of that freaking... I'm getting fired up now.
Look at that.
Everything was there. Everything was there.
Wow.
I use HelloFresh, and you should too. And I'm going to tell you this. If I had needed this product, what the fuck does that even mean?
Wow. And here I
How about
thought
this?
it was just all
if I had
on top of
needed
the
this
head.
product, it's what I'd use. Let me cross
If you
this out of
needed
the
it-
copy. We'll take
If you needed it. Hey, look, you don't need it, but but you wanted it, and that's what you would use.
If I
had
needed
needed this
something
product, it's
for
what I'd
vaginal
use.
dryness,
Yeah. That's
I
what
would
you
have used
the
this.
spicy cabbage.
All right, we're gonna do the whole thing over.
Stupid.
This will sell more than the regular read. If I had needed this product, it's what I'd use.
If I
That should be
had
their slogan.
needed this product, it's like what a drunk person would say. If I had needed this product,
that's
it's what
what
I
you'd
would
use.
use. The best way to cook just got better, my friends. Go to HelloFresh.com/ listen to this, /more stories 10FM. You may be wondering what the FM stands for. Free meals, bitches.
Wow.
10 free meals?
10.
Woo! Damn.
Damn.
Damn, double damn, son. HelloFresh.com/ more stories 10FM. And you're going to get 10 free meals and a free item for life. I mean, that could be, who knows? That could be a pair of Lululemon pants,
You don't know.
a keychain.
But probably food.
My
For
guess
life,
is
though.
food.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah.
What food would last for life?
They'd probably send it to you every week.
That's a lot. That's a lot of food.
More stories 10FM. Get free meals, 10 of them, my friends. I'm telling you, one of the single most delicious meals I've ever eaten in my life was those tilapia tacos. Spicy cabbage on top, Adam, a little lemon juice, and that sauce. Marron. So tell me about when you get hit by a cement truck, Adam.
Speaking of spicy cabbage.
Whoa! Oh my
Yeah, there we go.
God.
There we go. We get
You look like that's what Peter North's legs look like.
Really?
Well, now,
Why?
because he's really old
Oh, okay.
and he's always naked.
Oh. Yeah, okay. I didn't realize. I ran into Peter North once at a
Backwards.
24-hour fitness, and I was like, how do I know you? I'm like, I know you. And this was way before I was acting or doing anything. I had just moved to California, and he was like, I bet you'll figure it out. And then
And then
like
you're in the
20
locker
minutes
room
later,
and
I
you're
was
like,
like,
I got it.
oh. No, I saw him put his leg up on a bench, and I was like, Peter North Pole. Ho!
That happened to me with Magic Johnson. I was at a gym, and I guess he owned it. And I'm on a treadmill jogging, which is the bane of my existence. And I remember Arsenio Hall, an old improv special. He goes, "What's up, Irv?" He called him Irv instead of Magic. So I'm like, if I ever meet him, that's the way he's gonna really. So I go, "What's up, Irv?" And he turns around, and he's like, "Hey, Jay." And I was at 20 minutes on the treadmill. I'm about to step off, and he stood there with his arm on the treadmill for like 12 more minutes, just talking to me. And I'm like, I couldn't tap out because he beat AIDS.
No, yeah, he beat AIDS.
He's one of the greatest guys in the world.
Yeah.
So you actually got hit by a cement truck.
I did when I was
And dragged.
11. And I was spit out. I wasn't dragged. I was spit out. Hit me, and then I spun, and I flew like 50 feet or
The
something.
wheels went over your legs.
Yeah.
I have a couple questions off the top. And it says, the article I read was, you were walking your bike across the street.
That's right.
Why weren't you riding your bike across the street?
Because my mother told me to walk the bike. She
It's
says
safer.
She says, walk it, it's safer, but walk directly into traffic without looking.
So 3 cement trucks go by.
3 were going up. I think 3 were going up and 2 were coming down.
To quote the great Brian Regan, one phone call could have saved a couple trips if they're going in different directions.
I love Brian Regan.
He's the best.
Yeah. 3 were going up, 2 were... I mean, Brian Regan was Nate Bargatze before Bargatze, right? Like,
I
as far as being clean and everything, and like,
it's safe.
and now I'm like, oh, Brian, if you were 40 years old right now, you'd be making $100 million a year like Nate is.
Listen, you marry well, you don't have to go on the road at all.
Nice. I blew it. I've got to stay out there. Maybe on the next one.
Oh my God.
Boop! She doesn't listen to podcasts. It's fine. It's all good. We're joking. So 3 Symmetrics were growing up the hill.
Were you at a quarry?
Huh?
Why were there so many Symmetrics?
I grew up in the suburbs.
Is this a prayer for Owen Meany? Reference in literary world.
I grew up in the suburbs, so like there was just new houses.
John
being built,
Irving novel you live in.
honestly. And I know that reference. I for sure do. Is that an R.L. Stein reference? Because that's where I get most of my literary references. No, so I grew up in the suburbs. New houses were being built every day. 3 Symmetrics going up the hill. 2 were coming down. I looked. My friend was across the street, and he yells, "Come on!" And I took that as coast is clear, and he just meant it as, "Let's go to the convenience store." And he goes, "Come on." I'm like, "Okay." And I walk out, and then I couldn't see the other side of the street because the cement truck that had just passed, and I got clobbered going like 35 or 40 miles an hour, taken under the wheel, spit out. I landed in another county, which I thought was kind of funny.
Counties in Iowa have cool names like Was it Black Hawk?
It was Black Hawk, but this is Nebraska. This is Omaha, Nebraska.
That's what I meant to say.
Yeah,
Sorry.
yeah, offended. Second time. I'm very offended so far.
Woke bitch.
I'm a woke bitch, dude. Hey, you could surf later. That's what my shoe says.
You're perfect. You're perfect. Fuck the Hollywood
Yeah, so
Reporter.
I flew into the ditch on the other side of the road, and they had to flight me to the hospital.
Were you conscious when you landed?
No, I can't remember anything for like 2 weeks.
You
Went
were in
into
a coma?
Yeah. And then I came to, and it was like 2 solid years of like relearning how to walk.
Were
and
you
I
were
had a
Timmy
couple-
from South Park?
It feels like I was.
How old were you?
I was 11.
Joe,
Wow,
pay attention.
sorry.
See what I'm up against?
Yeah, dude, I'm so sorry for you. What the fuck, man? I'm pouring my heart out here.
Joe, he's pouring his heart out.
My heart out here. This is what I do.
So you have no memory. You wake up in the hospital?
Yep.
And your little legs are all crushed?
Mangled. Fully mangled.
I feel like
I'm
Jiminy
in-
Click. And your little legs were crushed.
My little legs. And I was in traction, and it took a couple years to get back. But then in 8th grade, that was the summer after 5th grade. And then in 8th grade,
You became the kicker for the football team.
I played football.
Oh.
Yeah.
I was making a joke.
No, not the kicker, though. I could not kick. It hurt to move my legs. And in fact, they were like, "Why are you playing football?" And I'm like, "I've got to prove to myself I can do it." And then it was just like, I'm the worst guy on the team. They're like, "Oh, Jesus Christ." So it was by weight in my middle school.
Yeah.
So I'm like a middleweight. And I was really strong because I did physical therapy every day. So I could just throw kids to the ground. So they just had me. I was a right guard. So it's just me like, just throwing kids to the ground.
Yeah.
But I had my mom didn't want me to get more hurt, and on this medication I'd get all bruised up. So she gave me arm pads, shin guards. So I was just hitting kids like this. I was just like smacking them in the helmet with but that's not illegal to do. So I'm just like beating the shit out of kids with my arms because they're fully padded.
With the Rudy arm guards?
Yeah, totally.
Any near-death experience or just blackness?
Yeah, I mean, I wasn't near death, but they were like, we're gonna have to amputate his legs at first, and then they were like, okay, we're gonna have to amputate the right leg, and then it was just maybe the right foot, and then finally they were like, we think we can save everything, and then it was, I think I had 24 or so surgeries within those first couple years, and then I've had another probably 6 to 8 since then. So probably looking at 30 something surgeries.
What do you think happens when you die?
Hard hitting. That's on the paper over there. Jesus, after a cement truck, just ew.
It's right under Orange
You know,
Coast College.
I don't know. Yeah, I don't know, man. What
do you think?
I think it's hard to say that you don't like. I'm not a religious person, but I did see some kind of light. And then when I woke up, the first thing I said was my great aunt, Hazel, who I loved, who had just died the year prior. I said that she saved me. So I don't know. There might be something to that.
Wow.
Do you remember seeing Aunt Hazel? Or just a memory of that's what you said?
That's what I said as soon as I woke up, and that's what my family said that I said.
Do you think your mom made that up to sell her book about the afterlife?
Yeah, probably. My mom did. I mean, bless her heart. My mom did write the
Penny?
Penny wrote the story of my accident, and her title was "From Crutches to the Red Carpet." And I'm like, crutches, Mom? I was crippled. I was in a wheelchair. Like it said, like you're underselling the whole book. Crutches. Yeah.
You know, I love Penny Devine, but that is a dog shit title.
It's a bad title. It really is.
There's no alliteration. There's no flow.
Yeah. I'm like, we got to workshop this title. I love you to death.
What would that title be, Joe? From to the red carpet.
Yeah.
Let's
From
take,
crippled
let's
to
take
cruise.
20. From crippled to cruise. That's a good way to promote the cruise as well.
How much is this cruise going to cost people?
Go to thiscruiseisimportant.com to book your cabin. You know, I don't know.
That's not a joke. That's the actual thing. Go to thiscruiseisimportant.com.
That is
and
true.
not naked sunbathing because you're in international waters.
You could do it. Oh, man. We might have an adults only section where you can just get your fucking on.
Well, why limit yourselves?
Yeah. The whole ship. That's right.
Why just adults?
Yeah. Oh, that's true. You get everyone involved. No, we're not going to do that. But who knows? You know,
I would totally sunbathe naked.
Yeah.
You got a giant cock on you. You probably
Medium
no problem
size.
with it.
Medium size. It's been in movies. One movie.
Which movie did you show your penis?
It was a movie I did with the Workaholics guys called Game Over Man. Very, very funny movie. I showed my dick for I was supposed to be like just 1 minute of my dick being out. It's a very funny sequence. Maybe the funniest sequence in all of movie history. It's hilarious. It's the terrorists are coming on the ship and we're hiding, or sorry, our hotel. I've got ship on the brain. Our hotel. We're guys that work at the hotel. Terrorists have taken over and they're going to lock everything down. And we are hiding in this room. They're coming down the hallway. I take off my belt and I go, I've got this. And people are like, what the fuck is going on? They come in. The guys are scanning with their guns. They open up the closet door and I'm hung there with my belt, with my dick cock in my hands, autoerotic asphyxiating myself. And then these guys are like, oh shit, look at this fucking perv. And then these guys we've established are super homophobic earlier, calling each other fags and stuff and being super homophobic. And then they're like, we're going to get out of this. And they start touching each other and they start kissing each other. And like my eye pops open. I'm like, what the fuck is going on? And then these guys are like these guys are starting to like hook up and they go on the bed. And then Blake and Durs are hiding underneath the bed and they pop out. And then we're like, we got to fucking fight these guys. And they put the guns down. So we like throw the covers over them and we're fighting these guys and I'm fighting them butt naked. My dick's flapping out. And then on the day we were like, it's so funny that Adam's cock is flapping all over the place. Kyle, our director, Kyle Newacek, who just directed Happy Gilmore 2, is putting all these like low angle shots of like my dick just like sort of flapping to and fro. So it became way more gratuitous than we had initially planned, but it's a very funny
sounds
sequence.
amazing.
Yeah.
I can't wait to watch that when I'm alone.
Yeah.
Tell me, because you've done a lot of movies, tell me a movie where you were on set and you felt imposter syndrome.
I mean, it probably was pretty early on. I did a movie called The Intern, and it was I was acting. A lot of my scenes were opposite Robert De Niro, and I mean, such a legend that it was like my coverage. I did the lines because I'm like, I just want to nail it, right? And I was a little stiff. I wasn't that free. And then on Bob's coverage, I really wanted to make him laugh after I nailed all my lines, and it was great. And then on his coverage, I'm like improvising and I'm loose. And Nancy Myers is like, well, why the fuck didn't you do that on your coverage? You're killing now that the camera's not on you. And then she's like, we got to shoot it we're not going to make our day now because we have to turn around and get your coverage again. And so she came back around.
Oh, wow. Good for her.
Get my coverage, which was great. And I'm very appreciative of it. But yeah, there's that whole time I was like, what am I doing? I'm like,
Anthony Hopkins said his best performances are off camera.
yeah, I mean, honestly, I feel the same way.
Oh, when that camera turns around, you're like, yabba, dabba, do.
Yeah, I'm so good. As soon as the camera's over my shoulder, I'm like, wow.
I'm like C-3PO when it's on me.
I
I'm
mean,
just
honestly,
Master Luke.
I mean, honestly.
I'm just a fucking robot.
Yeah.
What's the funniest storyline that never got into Workaholics?
We really...
You guys did have great ones.
We did 7 seasons, and I feel like we really nailed every storyline that we wanted to do. There was one where, and we have a new show that we're working on that we might try to bring it back, but we where this guy thinks that I have Down syndrome, and instead of me, I'm like, I want to befriend this guy so bad. I think he's so cool. So I then pretend to have Down syndrome.
I wouldn't do it.
To not feel bad, so he doesn't feel bad. And yeah, that's the one that we steered clear of.
When I type in Adam Devine, one of the questions prompt searches says, "What condition does Adam Devine have?"
Yeah.
You were misdiagnosed with stiff person syndrome.
Well,
We're back to Peter North.
Yeah, that's right. Stiff man. The vascularity. So essentially when I started to get all those spasms, like I was talking about earlier, I got so tight, like my muscles got so tight that I could hardly walk. I couldn't stand up straight. And it got pretty bad there this was like maybe a year and a half ago, but it's been the last 3 years have been pretty gnarly for me. And a doctor said that they think I have this condition called stiff person syndrome, where I know it's an insane title, but Celine Dion has it, and
explains Joe.
It could be crippling, and you could essentially your heart stops beating. And
my God!
The average lifespan is 6 years, and so they told me
is that why she's always hitting her chest?
It must be. Yeah,
kickstart that.
Her heart will go on.
Liqueur.
Hopefully. So they told me I had it. It was a diagnosis I got right before my son was born, like the month before he was born. They're like,
happy
we think you're
6th
dying.
and final birthday, son.
Yeah, totally. So it was pretty devastating. And then they told me I didn't have it. And then about a year later, I was shooting gemstones. They were like, we do think you have it again, and you have to go to Philadelphia and meet like the oldest man alive who coined the phrase stiff man syndrome, which I'm like, I have some notes, but I'm like, you weren't thinking of all the cock jokes when you coined this phrase. So I went and met with him, and he's like, you do not have it. And essentially,
what ruled you out of that aggregate of people with it?
Well, I have one of the markers, but I don't have the other. And like 85% of everyone that has it has both. And then
what's the marker you don't have that can rule you out?
I mean, fuck.
He didn't tell you?
No, it's a blood mark, like something in your blood. Okay. And I don't have that. And then he looked at me and he was like, I think this is either from your accident or like a mental thing that you're going through, where like your brain can trick you into thinking you're in pain, and so I don't know.
Any phobias from getting run over by a cement truck? Do you get freaked out like standing on people's patios or?
Yeah, no. Pavement. No, I don't really have any phobias. I actually like.
It's actually a concrete truck. Cement's the actual glue.
That is
to make
right. That is correct.
Just thought I'd.
I did this thing on Disney Plus called Becoming, where it was kind of weird, but it's essentially like a mini biography of you. And it's like how you became who you are. And
From
they did
crutches to the red carpet.
Honestly, my mom produced it. It's like Anthony Davis did it, and a few other actors and that kind of thing. And so they did it for me, and they had me go back to like the scene of where I was hit by the cement truck, and they're like, "Okay, now reach down and touch the cement." And I'm like, "What?" And they're like, "Yeah, look sad and reach down and touch the cement." So it's me kneeling down and like touching the cement. bit. And then I'm like, okay, well, the only way I'm going to do this is if every place I go, I have to reach down and touch the floor and look around. And I'm like, that would at least be funny. And they're like, yeah, we'll do that. And then everywhere I went, like my high school, like auditorium where I did plays and stuff, I was like reaching down, touching the floor. And, you know, in the school cafeteria, I'm like touching and then they cut all that out and left me just being very sentimental.
It's funniest because it's you.
Yeah.
I'm like, you're exactly that kind of funny. Just touching floors. You're not afraid to be the passenger in a car. You're not afraid of riding bikes. Nothing.
No.
You're afraid of walking bikes?
I think I was when I was. Yeah. That's what sets me off.
I still ride bikes.
I can ride it. Riding terrifies me.
He jumps on it like Hong Kong Phooey.
I think I went the opposite way, where I was like, I'm not going to let anything. I'm not going to have a phobia. Like
that's what I'm going to start doing.
Yeah.
What about when you hear somebody say like, "Come on"? Is it like
I freeze up? No, I don't have any of that. I mean,
I feel like when you die, you're just gonna see a white light with your friend going, "Come on,"
and I go, "Is it safe this time?" Yeah, and he's like, "No."
IMDB sorted your work by popularity, ascending and descending.
Okay.
Would you care to guess top 3, bottom 3?
Most popular. I mean, it's probably something I'm not even really in. Is it like Lego Movie or something?
No.
It's not Lego Batman?
Modern Family 1.
Oh, that checks out, yeah.
Sofia Vergara story.
Oh, yeah, I told you that one. Yeah.
I'm obsessed with her because I just started watching America's Got Talent.
She's incredible.
Here's my impression of having sex with Sofia Vergara. Oh, my God, I'm coming.
That'd be fun, though. I still would love to do it.
For how long?
Yeah.
How long would it be fun?
20 years, 25 years.
Yeah. Fair.
No, so it was like my first day of Modern Family. And I think I'm either the most or the second most recurring guest star. I think I did like 25 episodes or something like that. And it was my first day and I'm on set and Steve Levitan, one of the creators, was like, "Hey, we're bringing you in. We want you to be loose, bring a fun energy. We love Workaholics. If you could improv and just keep it way looser than we're used to keeping it on this show." And I'm like, I would love to do that. And he's like, yeah, don't be afraid to go a little off book and, you know, but improv within the context of the scene. And I'm like, I totally get it. That's what we do on Workaholics. We write a script and then we kind of veer off and, you know, and I'm like, I got it. And my first scene is with Sofia Vergara, and I just start to improv a little bit. And she just looks over at Video Village and goes, "What?" And they're like, "Okay,
what is he doing?
What is he doing?" And they're like, "Just stick to the script." Like they totally threw that out.
How tall is she?
I can't remember. She's, I think,
your height. How tall are you? 5'8"?
Probably 5'8". Yeah, she's. I don't remember her being super small or anything.
Not at all.
Yeah.
Modern Family 1, Righteous Gemstones 2, Community 3.
Wow. Modern Family 1, Righteous Gemstones 2. That's great.
Here's the bottom 3.
Oh,
the absolute bottom made me laugh. Adam Devine South Park.
Oh, what the fuck, man?
The last rated thing as your name.
The last rated. How dare they?
Adam Devine as himself.
Yeah.
The Hollywood Reporter had a field day on that one. He's playing himself
again.
They had it fourth.
Like everything.
They had it fourth. Hollywood Reporter.
Oh, good.
Breakpoint was second to last.
Okay, that's a movie that I'm in.
And the Freak Brothers cartoon was third to last.
That's too bad. That one never really
like 50 things on
got
there.
off. Yeah.
Quite a nice, long, varied career. Do you have a moment in that career? I'll tell you mine. You tell me yours. Oh my God, like I'm in show business moment.
When I booked my first and really only leading role.
You go first.
Okay. Well, you're interviewing me, or I think my first is, and I think it was my first and only leading role in a studio movie. Like it was Mike and Dave Need Wedding Dates, and I remember booking the movie. I'm like excited. It's a big Fox movie. It's the big comedy that everyone wanted to book that year, and then afterwards, I got to go meet the head of the studio and go to Fox and go through the gold doors and sit in her office. and
her.
Yeah.
Oof.
Yeah. And talk with her like what I want to do next. And by the way, nothing came of that, but in that moment I'm like, look at me go. I bet Leo's sweet cheeks have been on this couch. His career went a little better than mine, but
it is great when they give you that FaceTime, like, so what do you we want to work with you in perpetuity moving forward. That person's fired in a month.
That's exactly what happened.
Next person comes in and goes, this not my movie.
Yeah, that's exactly what happened. She was gone in like a couple months later, and
I was doing the Paris in Las Vegas, and I went to get paid in the little office. There was a dry erase board, and they had on the dry erase board the names of the people per weekend, and I was between Shaka Khan and Tony Bennett. I was like, holy just that. I wish I had a picture of that.
That's cool.
I should have just recreated. I got dry erase boards all over my house because I'm fucking insane. When I type in Adam, it comes up Sandler, Schiff, and Lambert. Fuck, marry, kill. Adam Schiff is a congressman, I believe.
Yeah.
Adam Lambert just played Judas in Jesus Christ Superstar, starring a black woman as Jesus.
Good for him.
And Adam Sandler is a comedian from New Hampshire.
I know him. I'm familiar with his work. I would probably marry Sandler.
Yeah, smart move.
Yeah, cushy gig.
Yep.
You get cast in one of his movies.
I think you fuck Lambert, right?
Yeah. Those gays can throw it down.
Yeah, he's backing up in.
There's no choking.
You know he is.
Yeah.
And then you kill the guy that I don't even
politician.
know.
We don't want to say his
we're
name.
killing politicians.
Say again how you want to kill a politician.
Well, that's a fugazi one anyway. Pitch Perfect, the audition, you thought you were going to a baseball audition. Is that true? There's no way that's
true. No, that's true.
Really?
It was
even after you read the signs and everybody's singing.
I didn't read the sides.
Oh.
I did not prepare for that audition. I did not want to go on it. It was a thing that my agents made me do. And Workaholics, we were in the midst of shooting the second season, and I was like all in on Workaholics. Season 1 was a hit, but every episode, more and more people were watching. So I'm like, season 2 has to be great. So I was just all in on season 2. And they're like, they want you to audition for this movie. The producers like you for it. And I'm like, I don't care. I want to do my show right now. That's what I'm concentrating on. And they're like, you can go during lunch today. We will make room in the schedule. You go during lunch. And I'm like, fine, fuck. So I'm going to miss lunch now.
Fine.
Yeah. And so I went, and it was in Santa Monica, and I drove down there quickly from Van Nuys, and I showed up, and there's all these like hot guys singing, and I'm like, good luck singing in the baseball movie, pussy. And and then I read the sides, and I'm like, oh, this isn't a baseball movie at all. Like, I totally blew it, and I don't have a song prepared, and I can memorize really quickly. So I just memorized the sides very quickly, and the scenes went great. And they're like, what song did you prepare? And I'm like, I didn't prepare a song. And they're like, well, you have to sing. We have to know if you could sing or not. Sing whatever you want to, just something from your childhood so we know you could sing. And the only song that I knew that all the words to, or that just popped up from like the deep part of my back brain, was whatever happened to predictability, the milkman, the paperboy, the evening TV. And I've told that story a million times, but it's true. And
what song is that from?
That's the Full House theme song.
Oh my God.
And
Adam Ray would have known that.
Yeah, he did. He for sure knows that. And it crushed in the room. They thought it was hilarious. And then I leave going like, oh, fuck, man. Now I kind of want to get the movie, because you know I auditioned for it, and everyone seemed great, and the sides were really funny once I finally read them, and I was like, man, I blew it. I wish I would have, because I can actually sing. I'm like, I should have picked a song that could show, because I sound like an 80-year-old black jazz singer. I don't sound like someone that should be singing Rihanna in a Pitch Perfect
rubbing
movie.
the carpet.
Yeah, I just
rubbing
touched the floor.
Concrete.
Yeah, so, but then that's evidently exactly what they were looking for.
What's your skincare routine? You have skin like a doll.
Thank you.
Right?
Oh, I
didn't
didn't
me like
that.
this fucking guy.
Well, thanks.
Do you take like crazy care of your Botox? No.
No Botox.
You've never had Botox?
Never had Botox.
I've had that shit.
Yeah?
Fuck yeah.
Yeah, it's looking good.
Well, I'm 71 years old. What do you do? Do you do lotions and serums? Like,
no, I don't know. I just wash my face. I put on lotion at night. My wife got me some kind of shit. So,
Wives do that.
Yeah. They're great.
What do you say to the guy listening to this podcast at work right now? You're a workaholic. Guy's at his job. He's like, what the fuck am I doing here? What is Adam Devine?
Yeah, quit. Quit, dude. Follow your passions. And that's probably jerking off. And you can make money doing that now.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I guess that's a great life lesson that I just taught you. Follow your dreams.
If you were a fighter, what would your walk-up music be?
It would be
Did I ever tell you about?
Yeah. Whatever happened to predictability? What would it be? It would be like probably from Pitch Perfect. Please don't stop the music. Bop, 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 bop. Which is Rihanna.
Don't stop.
Yeah. Bop, 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 bop. Check me out. It's getting late. Making my way over to my favorite place. Damn. Dude, rock hard, rock hard. See you in those sweatpants.
I love that your walk-up song, you singing Rihanna.
Yeah,
You come out to your own.
Yeah, I'm wearing a cape.
That's a good move. Roy Jones Jr. did that when he boxed. He came out to his own rap.
Really? I like that.
Strong
Hell
move.
Yeah. Nice.
All right, so this is Important Podcast with you and the boys from Workaholics, the Workaholics.
Thank you for not
cruise from Tampa to Cozumel.
Yep. That's right. Is that how you say it? I've been saying Kozu.
I'm sure you're right, and I'm wrong. I just did that off of memory.
Yeah, I don't know.
Anything else would you like to promote, my beautiful friend?
No, I think that's it for right now.
I'm so happy to see you.
Yeah,
it was so good hanging with you after.
That was fun.
We were backstage with Adam Ray. It's me, you, Johnny
DeRosa.
Knoxville, and Joe DeRosa, and my sons are there. My oldest son says hi, by the way, and we're just sitting there smiling and hugging, and I just looked over at Adam. I just said, this is success.
Yeah.
Just being a spoke in the wheel, celebrating some other guy over there.
Yeah.
Let him deal with everything.
Yeah.
Celebrating some other guy, playing some other guy.
Yeah.
Hey, man.
I mean,
it was so surreal. Ladies and gentlemen, Dr. Phil. And then your friend Adam walks out in a bald cap.
Yeah.
And they're going shithouse crazy.
And it's crazy. He does. I mean, I think they've got it down now to under an hour, but when he first started, it took like 2 hours of makeup before he can do. And he was before this like huge national, like giant theater tour. He was just doing it at the Comedy Store. So imagine doing 2 hours of makeup to go do a 20-minute set at the Comedy Store. Like it's an insane.
He leans all the way into it.
Yeah.
Meet and greet, filming the day of.
Yes.
Filming outside the place, taking pictures at the marquee at noon, filming, hanging out with us. Picture him bumping fists with my 14-year-old. The meet and greet after the show. He's perfect.
Yeah. And he's such a nice guy too. Like
always has been.
Adam opened up for me for years when I would go on the road. And the reason, I mean, one, I just love Adam and think he's a funny comic, but also he's just so damn positive that, you know, sometimes when you're on the road and you're like, man, I'm exhausted. I don't really want to be here.
You can't have two guys like that.
Yeah. And you're like,
cannot.
Man, I'm just tired. I just wish I was home. And he would just always be like, man, look at this theater. Come on, let's go check it out. Should we go take photos in front of the marquee?
He's like, if you need a break to shit, you do it, man. I got you.
Yeah, totally. Yeah, and he's just so positive. So I'm so happy that it's clicking for him.
Man, I love you, buddy. Thank you.
Love you too, man.
Put your name on it. Jay Mohr's my uncle.